We are not trained professionals.
I'm done with these dark days. I'm putting them behind me. I'm sick of the same thing, 'cause the fall is never ending. Growing up seems so hard sometimes. I lose friends and family dies. I spend my life just trying to be liked. They're rubbing dirt in my eyes until I'm blind. Why I gotta burn it down in ashes? Always messing up my life and I can't fucking stand it. No, I don't trust nobody, like the world is on a blacklist. So I make the most of all the madness. I'm done with these dark days. I'm putting them behind me. I'm sick of the same thing, 'cause the fall is never ending. And I don't want you to worry that I'm lost on my own journey. I'm done with these dark days. So watch me light up like a spark to a flame. 24 years been down like that. Turn it all around when I come back. I won't let the old me live, so I hammer nails in the coffin of my past. Fuck you, pay me, blows gonna play me. This is what you get for always trying to change me. Suffocate the voices, circle in my head. Now I'm on the killing spree. I'm so sick of these dark days. I'm putting them behind me. I'm sick of the same thing, 'cause the fall is never ending. And I don't want you to worry that I'm lost on my own journey. I'm done with these dark days. So watch me light up like a spark to a flame. So watch me light up like a spark to a flame. Fire gonna burn it down in ashes. Always listen
Dude,
For that.
y'all land way down here. In fact, the box truck goes in the middle. Y'all clear the whole middle.
Let's do it. I'm not doing it.
Let's back it
If
up.
you do it, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, now we're doing it.
You
Now
got
we're doing
promoted, not me.
it. Now we're doing it.
Jamie,
If I do it, you're doing it?
Yeah,
We're doing it now.
we're doing
We're
it.
doing it.
You're gonna have to. Line her up.
I think so.
Put her there.
Line it
Well,
up.
we'll just
Back up.
back it up.
Clear the area. Clear the area. We got some amateur freestyle motocross shit going on right now.
always listen on my life and I can fucking stand it. Now I don't trust nobody, like the world is on a blacklist. So I make the most of all the madness. I'm done with these dark days. I'm putting them behind me. I'm sick of the same thing, 'cause the fall is never ending. I'm done with these dark days. I'm putting them behind me. I'm sick of the same thing, 'cause the fall is never ending. And I don't want you to worry that I'm lost on my own journey. Done with these dark days. So watch me light up like a spark to a flame. So watch me light up like a spark to a flame.
Hey, we wasn't doing no 3 times a charm. 2's enough. You jumped it twice.
Nice. That's crazy. That's a fucking thumbnail.
That's sick, dude.
You're well above it too. I was trying to follow you out there, bro. When I would get close, my contacts would literally just get dusted off. I would start to go blind. Yeah.
All I was thinking about was my poor air filter out there
yeah.
coming into that back corner back there.
Yeah.
Every time I come in, I just see a wall of dust, and I'm like, hopefully I make it through this corner. I don't know where I'm going.
Blind. Oh man.
My name's Zach Flanders. I'm 23 years old. I'm in the B class now. I ride a YZ450. Been doing it for a while now. Started off in 2006. My dad got me a PW50 when I was a kid and instantly fell in love with it. Crashed a couple times in the yard, but got the bike back up and rolling. So took me to my first race at Dade City Motocross. That's my hometown track. And ever since the first gate drop, I've been hooked. It's been so much fun. Love every minute of it. Love anything with the motor, really. I'm big into racing anything on 2 or 4 wheels. And yeah, that's kind of where my roots all started. My dad started racing at Dade City back in the 80s. Bought his own bike, did all of his own maintenance, and got into it to a little bit when he was 16. And then, yeah, bought me and my older brother a dirt bike, started racing out at Dade City, and fell in love with it ever since. Been racing in the C class for about 4 years now, and finally accomplished one of my lifelong goals, making it to Loretta Lynn's Amateur National Championship in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. And that week was something. There was a lot of ups and downs to the week, but now we're in 450B, and honestly, I couldn't be more happier. The racing is a lot more faster, way more competitive, but I'll tell you what, it's hands down the most calmest riding I think I've ever been in. Less of a war zone out on the track. No more first turn pileups, no more cross jumping, just fun, fast racing. Probably the craziest experience I think I've ever had on the motocross track was Red Bull Day in the Dirt down south, 2022. Me and my buddy Logan Burkhall decided that it would be a good idea to take my freshly rebuilt YZ250 2019 out and just race that bike for the team race. So that way we didn't tire out our 252 strokes for the Coupe de Gras survival race. So track was muddy, definitely not our best call, and started off the race with a hole shot. We were leading the entire time, and I think it came down to the last lap, coming into the transition area, handed off the bike to him, and I got off the bike and I started dancing because I was just like, yeah, man, we're riding so good, everything's working, the bike's running fast. And then me and his older brother, he was mechanicking for us, we kind of looked over at the finish line jump and we're like, oh, someone just ate it on the finish line. Like, there's medic flags, there's smoke up in the air, and we're like, how does someone crash on that? You know, like, there's no lip on this tabletop. It's literally a speed jump, and that's it. And we were looking around for Logan, and we couldn't find him, and then we just instantly started taking off straight towards him. And by the time we got around the finish line jump, helmet was off, he's army crawling off the track, his older brother goes straight to him, and the bike's completely off the track now. So I looked at him, made a game time decision. I said, buddy, I got this for us. I'm gonna pick this bike up and we're gonna finish it. Like, we're gonna win this race. I'm gonna do it for us. I picked up the bike, and probably honestly about the size of my fist, there was a hole in the case of the motor, and it just completely blew apart. Oil all over the bike. I tried to start it, nothing. And so, and the best part was we got it all on video too. So we can clip in the video if you want. And yeah, he got banged up pretty good on that. And yeah, so that's definitely probably the craziest thing I've seen at the track. I've never seen a hole in the case of a motor that big before in my life. And my dad was pissed. He was so pissed because he worked day and night to get that bike in tip-top shape. And I think we were going to try and sell it like a couple weeks after the event. But now that bike is in the bottom of a lake now. We ghost rode it off into a pond. It's in the bottom of a lake somewhere now, where it should be, Huge inspiration for me, it was Travis Pastrana. Grew up watching Nitro Circus. It's kind of like the Krusty Demon, modern day Krusty Demon. So that was my childhood, watching Travis Pastrana do backflips and just wild stunts on bikes. And he just always has like a really good attitude. Anytime he's on his dirt bike, he's having a good time. So I can relate heavy to that. I would say another person that inspires me is definitely my dad. Growing up, racing when we were kids, I mean, he kind of really took care of everything. Bikes, gear, washed everything. And he had a lot of late nights at the shop still to this day. And I try to get in and help out as much as I can. But I've never met a guy more relentless than my dad about just getting stuff done, always giving it 100% and never giving up. And that's something that I live by to this day. And it's what I apply when I ride my bike all the time. And he's always got such a great attitude around other people as well. And he's just taught me how to make connections with people, connect with people on a personal level. And that's allowed me to meet a lot of great people in motocross, because you'll see a lot of guys just, everyone kind of sticks to their own, you know, everyone's secretive. They got their own thing. They have this special part on their bike. With us, it's just kind of like, hey, we're pretty open with what we got going on, and if you ever need help at the track, we're always down to help, even sometimes if it's a rival. So I look up to him so much, and he's taught me a lot of life lessons that I can apply to both on and off the bike. So
my name is Max Gabbard, 25 years old. We ride straight out of Brooksville, Florida, representing the C-Class Cowboys. Between Zach and I, we make up the whole crew, and just love to ride, and we do what we do. I just grew up always wanting a dirt bike. Started off on a PW, just like anybody else. I didn't have the luxury of riding on track or anything like that. I was just your good old farm, corn fed, farm ripping, and hay bale and dirt bike rider. I mean, that's basically all we did. Any kind of jumps we could build or any kind of new trails we could cut in, that's what we did. And then eventually moved down to Florida, saved up enough money to get my own bike, and started racing seriously. And really what keeps me riding, what motivates me to continuously ride, is to see not only my own progression, because we obviously go out here to do our best every day, but to inspire and help other people ride as well. So many people have misconceptions of, like the motocross industry and how dangerous it is, or, how much money it costs. I can guarantee you, when you get into it, at the end of the day, you won't trade a dollar ever again for the time to be able to ride. Even if it's your last time or your first time, once you get into it, you'll be hooked forever. So, craziest experience in motocross, man. Where do I start with one of those? There's been quite a few, and most of them have been involved with the one and only Zach Flanders. Racing with that guy side by side, we've had many near-death experiences. I'll bring up the one. It was fresh. We did Minio's practice, and we make the drive to Dade City Saturday Night Lights. We never missed. Zach comes all the way back, and our only goal was to keep him healthy. Well, we were out there battling back and forth all night. I ended up running off the track, and next thing you know, I got old Zach Flanders so what happened was, we were battling all night. I took an inside line, he took the outside, and I tried to cut him off to get the win. It was like the final lap just before the finish line, and I jump in front of Zach, and I thought I was going to come out on top of this, but I absolutely got wadded up in the air, landed on my head in the GoPro. We lost the GoPro footage, unfortunately, but in the GoPro you could hear me snoring on the side of the ground. And honestly, it's probably one of the scariest crashes I've ever had, to be honest. You don't ever really know what happens after you wake up being knocked out, but there's been quite a few instances, let's just say, racing around Zach when it comes down to that. We're like magnets to each other. We've learned our lessons since, but we're like magnets out there racing each other.
Man, so that takes me back. So it started originally with me just kind of making some TikTok videos. Just got on the app, and there's always, every time going to a racetrack, we always have something going on, whether it's like a tire blowout, someone hitting us on the way to the track, the box truck door flying open rolling down the road, bike rebuilds mid-track, me and Max crashing into each other. There's just so much going on, and it happens with everyone. So I was kind of sitting there thinking, that'd be really cool just to like pick up the camera and just kind of show everyone like all these crazy stories that we tell. No one would believe them unless they were on camera. So that's kind of where it started. Doing the TikTok videos, just doing quick reels, like a race recap. And then I had a crash compilation video of me, Logan, and Max. And kind of everything was perfect. It looked great. And we had Hooked on a Feeling behind it, Guardians of the Galaxy style. So the video goes, they call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's like, what a bunch of assholes. And then go ahead and cue the video real quick.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
What kind of feeling? I'm high on the lead. That's enough with me.
But so got all the clips lined up, and I was like, man, we need a name now. So I was trying to think of something that really captivated our riding lifestyle. We go big or go home. We're always breaking stuff. We crash a lot. When we crash hard. And yeah, we all kind of just live a rowdy lifestyle. So like, yeah, it's kind of like a cowboy lifestyle. So I was like, and we're in the C class, so C class Cowboys. Made it. Literally posted it to TikTok like the day before work. Went to sleep. Woke up to a phone call from my buddy Logan saying, hey, that video blew up overnight. Like, you got to go check it out. And I was like, no way. So I opened up my TikTok, and literally, I mean, the videos before got like 100 views, 88 views. Like, I had just started on my TikTok. Open it up to seeing like 15,000 likes. Comments from like Ronnie Renner, a bunch of local guys that we all knew, like big names. And I'm like, holy shit, like, this is awesome. And like, we couldn't believe, and it just kept building and building and building. And we threw it on Instagram, and then it got maxed up to like 30,000 followers. And so once we kind of did that, the TikTok videos got a lot longer. We would go into our Dade City Saturday night races, get a little bit more personable, talking to the camera, showing what goes on in the pits, and people just kept loving it. So, and that's when Max kind of said, hey man, we need to, you know, take a step back from TikTok and let's get it onto the YouTube grind. And yeah, we've been doing full production videos ever since. Exactly.
To add on to it, it's really all about, like, at the end of the day, we all, no matter who you are, you create, I mean, forever lasting memories, right? But it's only based off your memory unless you got the proof to show it. So right. For us, we're lucky enough and grateful enough to be able to do one of the coolest things in the world and be half decent at it. Well, even on a good day or a bad day, you know, you can actually capture it, put it together, and then, you know, create something that everybody else is able to enjoy. I feel like there's literally no better feeling in the entire world. You put in all the work on the weekends of riding, you go home at night, and then you create a video, and by the end of it, you're stoked, you're ready to post it, and then you post it, and then people actually like what you just created. I mean, CNC, you know it. There ain't nothing better. There ain't no better feeling in the world. So, and then behind C Class Cowboys, it's not just about riding and everything else. If you think about it, you know, not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to, you know, be a factory kid or go to these training facilities. So it's kind of just goes to show that anybody can do it. You know, whether you're an A guy, B guy, a C guy, you can be a C Class Cowboy. It doesn't matter. You could be in the beginner's class. And I mean, we're all out here trying to accomplish the same goal, you know, have fun riding our bikes. So,
and we both work full time as well too. I mean, as much as we would love to do full time moto, sadly it's not paying the bills yet. So.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, and to Max's point too, just showing that anyone can do it. Just to give you all a little bit of background on my moto career, I've been in the C class for the last 4 years, trying to go to Loretta's every year, and even meeting some guys up in like the Northeast area qualifiers. Those guys have been trying for like 5 or 6 years, you know. So if you're thinking about getting a dirt bike, or you're just thinking about calling it quits because you're not fast enough, just the whole point of riding the dirt bike is to go out there and have fun, man. That's what it's all about.
And make some cool videos doing it if you got the time.
No, make some cool videos, and if you're gonna crash, make sure it's on camera.
Make sure it's C Class Cowboys.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. Shoot. Other than that, I mean, what else can we say? We're just two dudes doing what we love to do most, and you guys are the driving force behind it. So the more people that follow along, the more people that like, share, subscribe, follow along the adventures, it's really becoming a dream come true. No, honestly, one day at a time.
And we got some cool opportunities coming up, just from meeting some people at races, and really all we do is just kind of local amateur nationals and day in the dirt down south. That's about it. But we got some pretty cool events that we're gonna try and line up for you guys, and yeah, go out there and go send it. Maybe we might pull the box truck out on the track. We might do it again.
We can get a photo shoot.
Let's get a photo shoot.
Oh man, you know what we gotta do? We gotta get a picture on the top of that mug for sure.
We could do that. That'd be sick
for sure.
I think Randy would clear that. Dade City. We can get the box truck out on the track.
For sure.
We'll have him build a little jump.
For